up, everybody? I'm Sal Kalani. This is Reggie Steele. And welcome to Spitballin. Spitballin.
Why'd you stop, bro? Why'd you stop, Reg? Keep
Why
going.
did I stop? Oh, nah, man. I'm good, bro.
Reggie was rapping, everybody. And after that performance, I understand why he didn't continue his rap career.
Dude, I can rap presents. I can rap gifts. I can wrap up a scene. Okay. I can wrap up at the end of the day of acting, but I cannot RAP. Right?
Why is that? Why? Well, let's introduce everyone first. Hey, everybody. I'm Sal Kalani. This is Reggie Steele.
And welcome to Spitballin. Yo, let's get it. It's been a minute. Welcome back.
Yeah, dude. Everybody, no Reggie last week because he had to work, dude. He had to work.
I had to get it, man. They was giving it away, so I had to go get it.
So last week I put up the my interview with Bruce, who lived in a van. What do you think of that episode, Reg? Did you partake and listen to that episode?
Yeah, I heard Ken talking about living in a van and having
He doesn't even know his name.
Motherfucker.
What a lie.
I'm sorry. I was thinking about something else. Oh, hold up though, real quick. You gotta chill with the
people didn't like it.
No, it's too much.
But you just didn't like it.
No, I didn't like it, and I got feedback that was like it was too much.
Someone's got to get who. No one's. I'll stop doing when people solve where it came from.
Wait, where did it come from?
That's the thing. You let me know, and then I'll stop playing it.
Okay.
Who had a problem? I thought it was great.
Yeah. No, like all things, you know, what's the saying? There is such thing as too much of a good thing, right? So I think it's best in moderation, right? Like every once in a while. Exactly like this. Hilarious. Hey folks, welcome to this is what happens after you haven't done it for like a couple weeks now.
Yeah, I didn't play any of it during Bruce's interview. So why are people complaining?
I don't know where Ken came from. That name just popped in my head from somewhere. No, like honestly, man, Bruce, all I heard was him.
You just heard the clips I posted. That's all you do.
Yeah, I've been busy, man. I hadn't had a chance to listen to the whole thing. So
it's good. I thought it was really good, and we really kind of get along, which is kind of funny. And he was a nice dude, and he just saw me after a show. He was at my show at this casino I did, and he was loving my shit. And then we were talking, and he's like, "Oh, you want to go?" You know, I was like, I don't know. I think we were going to share a joint. And then I was asking him, this is pre-COVID, you know, I can't do that nowadays. And I was like, oh, I'm going to interview this dude while I do this.
Wow.
You know, and I already did the Canada one, so I had an idea I wanted to do this regularly, but this, you know, of course it didn't happen. But this, yeah, man. So he showed me his van, and dude, his van was nice. Like when you say someone lives in a van, you think of a shitty van down by a river. This dude had like this early 90s, and he laughed at one point because I'm like, man, your van was dope. It didn't smell homeless or like cat piss or anything. And he's like, you
didn't smell homeless.
Yeah.
What does homeless smell like?
He goes, he's like, you said this smell. My van was dope. We click. We got along though. He's fine. Yeah. He's, you know, a dude from he told me how he got into meth, which was really interesting. You know, as an older, hotter woman he was into and started having sexual relations with, and then he got into meth with her in a trailer park in Indiana.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, nothing good can come from a trailer park in Indiana, right? Like, but then, I mean, geez, an older woman.
Moved out.
But hold on, when you say an older woman, when you say an older woman, how old was he and how old was she?
It wasn't that much different. He was like 27, she was like 33 or something. He said. So
So
it
his
wasn't
nose
that
was wide
much.
open then. So he was wide open. He must have been in love. You got to be in love to try some meth, or that's got to be some hellified
I mean, there ain't much else
bomb
probably going
ass
on Indiana, but yeah, he got hooked. He had a kid. He had
with
a
her.
marriage or what? No, someone else, and it didn't go
Oh,
well. And then
okay.
he left. He went to Arizona because he knew he didn't know any drug guys there. So if you're not around the scene, you can't get it. You know what I mean? So he went
Mm,
there. He never did it again. He said he did so much marijuana that he'd pass out and just sleep. And then you get really hungry and you have to eat a lot and you do some physical activities like hike and shit just to get your body off the drug. You know what I mean?
right.
And
To
so
detox.
yeah, so he had to do all that. And he's only been in his, and that was like 10 years ago he broke it, or 15 years ago. And now he he just moved into this van and he was working, and he rather lived in the van than in this 1-bedroom apartment he had with this other guy. He just gave it to his friend because his friend got hooked on meth. And I
Oh,
was like, oh,
geez.
that's pretty honorable of him. But yeah, so anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
so it was interesting. But I also understood like the privilege of my 6 foot plus male whiteness when I could just follow some sketchy looking dude out to his van in a parking lot at night,
Jesus.
smoke a joint and interview him
Dude, that
without
sounds so
any drama.
nefarious. I just followed a guy after a show. I just followed a guy to his van. That just sounds like a kidnapping waiting to happen.
I know
A
the
kidnapping
opposite.
and a
I'm like, oh, I'll
murder.
follow you, dude.
That's like, I feel like that should be the beginning of every like murder plot. And the show ended and I followed him to his van. Right. And then in the van, I put up the plastic. Actually, you don't even have to put up plastic. This ain't Dexter, so you can just kill a dude in his van and then park it down by the river. No one, or take it to a trailer park in Indiana. No one will find him. I mean, I think I may have just come up with something there. Well, that's cool, man. So, Bruce, what year was that?
Nah, 2019.
Oh, wow, right before the pandemic.
Yeah. It
All
was
right,
like in the spring or May of 2019. But
okay. Well, it's
yeah.
dude, I think that's great, man. I love that your fans,
My fans,
your
the one
fans.
guy at the casino show. And it was funny because it's a free show. So he knew that would be like the entertainment. So he'd go there for his free entertainment. And then at the end of the pod, he's like, oh, I got to get back in the casino. There's dancing now.
Oh, wow. Hey, look, when you're trying to stay off meth, man, you got to find any distraction you can. Dancing,
Yeah. I mean, fuck, living in a
comedy.
van. I mean, I don't know, man. It's a little small. I don't know how he does it. You know what's funny though? The
What
dude
about
would
people who live in cars, dude? There are people who live in cars.
There's a guy who lives in a car in my neighborhood. He's got this fucked up Camaro that's all
A
beat up and
Camaro?
broken window and destroyed. Yeah, it's like,
Oh,
and he
jeez.
just sleeps in it, dude. He's all crap in it. It's gross, dude.
Yeah, that's sad, man. I mean, we're arguably the richest country in the world, and we got people who live in vans and cars, dude.
It's
Like
funny. LA
something's
makes
wrong.
you lose sympathy. I feel
You say what?
LA makes you lose sympathy
Oh, no, you can never
because,
lose sympathy, dude.
well, no, yeah, true. But LA has people are mean in LA, man. Like people,
Mm,
there's a there's an element of danger to it in Los Angeles because there's so much and there's no fucks given. You know what I mean?
mm, mm. That's unfortunate. I think that's probably the beginning of the demise of society at large when people just stop caring about each other.
I mean, shit. I mean, Caruso almost won just campaigning off of getting the homeless out, and
Yeah.
liberals, Hollywood celebrities were on his side because people are just, there's like tent cities. I mean, I went to the 7-Eleven the other day. This dude had his own like little clubhouse. Like it was made of like lawn chairs and boxes and fucking like pallets, wooden
Yeah.
pallets and tarp. And I was like,
Hey,
damn,
dude.
dog.
So this is the problem, though. This is the problem. They're here, and you want to get rid of them. So where do they
Yeah.
go? Because
Like,
it's
and
gonna be
I
one
think
man's
that's,
trash, another man's trash. You know what I mean? Like you
yeah, you got to
robbing
be
Peter to
able
pay
to
Paul.
get people back in the system. You can't just brush it under the rug.
Exactly. Or what they do is they push them into less desirable areas and then the people who live in those areas are impacted by them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just getting rid of the homeless. It's like you got to change the system. You got to fix the system, right?
Right.
Like we got to find some. I mean, I don't even know if it's social programs, but you know, it's a lot of mental illness. Obviously, it's a lot of drug addiction. Obviously, it's a lot of mental health. You know, it's a what did I just say? I said the same thing twice, didn't I? Mental
I
issues and
don't
mental
know,
health.
dude.
Yeah.
Mental issues, mental health, same
Mental
idea.
health and mental issues. And then there's not
Whatever
only just
happened to crazy?
yeah, just crazy. No, but it's you know, and it's social, economic. There's a lot of stuff, man. Right. So I don't know how we fix that. That's a loaded question, dude. But nobody wants them. But where they gonna go? They're alive and they're people. Shit, they gotta live somewhere.
um so dude, I'm trying to find this video. Did you see the video of the Dilbert boy, the Dilbert guy?
The Dilbert guy.
Yeah, the guy who created the comic strip Dilbert went on some like
Oh
racist rant.
no,
Yeah, dude.
no,
So
I like
he
Dilbert. I did. I like Dilbert. Yo, you talk about racism. I'm gonna tell you a story about
Dilbert did you dirty.
dude, Dilbert. Really?
Yeah, let's see if I can find it, dude. There's so many fucking things now because everybody talks about it.
Dilbert, after its creator was accused of going on a racist rant.
Dilbert's being canceled all over the country.
The Star Tribune in Minneapolis has joined the Los Angeles Times, Washington Post, and USA Today, no longer printing the cartoon, poking fun at office culture, after creator Scott Adams revealed his interpretation of a poll from Rasmussen Reports.
If nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me, according to this poll, that's a hate group. That's a hate group. And I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people.
So get the hell away from black people is what the creator of Dilbert.
Hold up, before we even get into that, can we address the first thing he said? The blacks.
And what's this poll?
We can't even get people.
That's so stupid. Some poll that said 53% of black people were like, I don't like whites.
Dude, we can't hold up though. We can't get the people on the end of the blacks, right? if the blacks,
yeah,
geez,
that's the first sign that Dilbert created a little off when you don't put people after it.
Exactly. I'm like, come on, man, you got to humanize us, right? Like, make us at least make us full beings or people. But no, we're not even people. We're just a color. We're just a color. With the blacks. Good.
The black what, sir? Just
yeah, exactly.
the blacks.
Exactly. He could be the black animals, the black monsters, the black creatures. It's like, dude, when he from the top, he was done from the beginning. The moment he said, "Well, if the blacks."
You know what I heard he draws Dilbert with? What color marker? The blacks.
Exactly. Yeah, man. This dude is that's next level. Good for him. I'm glad they're canceling his ass. Right? And,
so then
he's taking it totally out of context. Like,
yeah, so then fucking stupid Elon Musk came out and defended him. Like, this is where we are now. Everybody just wants to be.
Dude, what in the hell is going on?
And he's like, no, the media is racist. The media ain't calling it the blacks.
Oh boy, it's dude. You know what? I really feel like people they don't have better shit going on. Elon Musk.
It's just the opposite. Just do the opposite.
I'm like, dude, don't you have a company to run? Don't you have enough to deal with that you don't have to chime in on the Dilbert cartoonist being canceled because he's fucking racist or he says some dumb racial shit, right? This dude, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I don't really use Twitter, but yeah, I'm like, I don't need to. I'm telling you right now, I'll never buy a Tesla. Never. There's no reason to. Tesla, whatever the fuck it is, all that shit is not for me. Okay. His joint is not for me. right? It's just
Fuck no,
because I
dude.
can't separate the two, right? I can't have a guy who says and does dumb shit and then it's like, but he creates a really nice product. It's like, no, if I support his really nice product, then I'm supporting his ability to spew all this dumb shit into society. So
Right.
I say fuck him and then fuck his fucking Teslas, right?
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Dilbert, fuck Dilbert cartoon. I used to like the Dilbert cartoons. I did. But you know what? This guy Scott, whoever the fuck he is, fuck him too and fuck his little cartoon. So I hope that shit gets canceled everywhere. I hope they take his books off the shelves. I hope he fucking ends up in a van down by the river. You ignorant, dumb piece of shit. Fuck him. And you can play this, you can play some sympathy music to that shit if you want to.
Oh, I was a little slow on it. I gotta
Yeah,
get you a
exactly.
different music. I gotta get you something else.
Yeah. Yeah, and fuck him and fuck Elon Musk. The two of them can go fuck each other for all I care. And I'm sorry this is such an expletive loaded episode right now.
Yeah, it's not very
but
inspirational with all these expletives.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm so sick of all the racism. I'm sick of the dumb racism. It's just people chiming in for dumb reasons, for dumb, stupid reasons. Who gives a fuck about what color somebody is? It's not like any of us chose this shit, right? All you do is show up. You open your eyes one day and you don't even know what color you are until somebody points it out to you. So fucking tired of it, bro. I am.
Yeah, it's so childish, man. It's like
it's dumb. It's just ways.
And you're right. It's all taught. It's all taught.
It's all taught.
It's all, you know.
It's a social construct that's created to divide us. It really is, to show the differences. Now, look, culturally, yes, people have different cultures. They grow up in different places. They have different traditions, right? Different experiences. So what, right? That doesn't mean that because someone has a different culture of experience or tradition than you, that they're better or worse. It just means they do different shit because they grew up in a different place. But it's not bad or good, right? Now, obviously, there are some rules that we all apply to, right? You can't kill people, right? You don't want to demean people. You want to degrade people. You don't want to make like, you know, it's too much. I'm sick.
Got you riled right now, Reg. Got you riled.
Dude, you know what I
We're only 16 minutes in.
I know, dude. I'm like, it's the racism, bro. It's literally the racism all the time.
You know, yeah, it's the thing about racism too, is like when you first like learn about it and all this stuff. I mean, of course, with different perspectives, but it's like, then you're like, okay, well, this is how you're supposed to be. This is how you're supposed to be, open-minded. Okay, we're gonna get them along. And then you're like, we go backwards. You know what I mean? Like you hit Obama and you're like, all right, this could be something different, even though coming up to that point, you felt the racism around. Right. And then, yeah, it's just then the Tea Party, then jump back, and then Trump and lies and racist and Charlottesville. And now and then the constant killings and then George Floyd and Black Lives Matter. And it's fucking crazy, man. Dude, and
it's been going on for centuries.
Right. And now people are just able to film it. That's really
good. At least it's exposed, but
right.
It's lack of education, man. Lack of exposure. It's people with position and power influencing people who lack some education or some learning or some exposure.
Right. Instead of calling it out on it and trying to educate, people just fuel that.
Exactly. And that's my issue with Elon Musk. It's like, look, if you want to support the guy, all right, fine, but support him in a constructive way. Say, obviously the guy has a great cartoon. Maybe he hasn't learned anything. I mean, he has some views. You know what I mean? Like, you try to find a way. It's like, okay, like what he said is not good. So maybe we should teach him so that he doesn't say dumb shit, so he can maintain his livelihood on some level, and then just learn something. But
but then it's just to double down and be like, yeah, just blame someone else. No, it's the media.
Exactly. You know what? I would love to meet the media one day. Yeah. I would love for something or someone to walk out of a building like, "Hi, I'm media. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm the one that everyone's talking about." But when they say the media, once again, loaded. Who are they talking about? Right? Rupert Murdoch, of course. Or they're talking about all the heads of other corporations. But if you want to say the media and you feel so strongly about it, fucking say names. Right?
Yeah.
Throw that shit out, right? Say the names, because now if those people hear those names, they hear their name, then they go, you know what? Fuck Elon Musk. We're not running any of his ads, none of his commercials, you know what I mean? It's just a way. It's like buzzwords, man. It's buzzwords, and I'm sick
So
of it.
speaking of media, Fox News might be in big trouble. You see, they're getting sued by the Dominion, the
Yep,
voting, and they're
yep.
like,
Because they
and the
knew.
constant they knew, and then they lied, and they
Yep.
still showed it. And what's so crazy, I was reading this article. I mean, these people are just scumbags all around.
Hold up. And the
And
best part about it, they knew, and they were discussing how dumb it was.
oh
Right?
yeah,
And
even
how it
Rupert
wasn't
Murdoch
right.
said it was like really crazy stuff. And Carlson, Hannity, Laura, the
Tucker, I
Ingram,
think, as well, right?
yeah, Carlson, Tucker
Oh,
Carlson,
Carlson, Tucker
racist
Carlson. Okay.
potato. So anyway, but this was crazy. There was they even get mad at their own people. So Fox News White House correspondent Jackie Heinrich,
Okay.
she fact checked a Trump tweet that he was talking about election lies, and she was saying how that's, you know, the fraud. It's not true. And Carlson wanted her fired. He said she should be fired for
fact checking
saying the
president,
truth.
for saying the truth.
And
Jeez.
this motherfucker knew what the truth was and still fed the lies. And
Yep.
he still has all these morons following
Dude.
him and believing every word.
Fox News is evil, bro. Like, they are wicked. It's like they're nefarious, and they deliberately undermine society.
Right.
They have a platform, and they're supposed to be a news outlet where they're supposed to be completely objective, and they're not. They are absolutely slanted, not even a little bit. So I hope they get sued. I hope that the lawsuit is successful, or the case is successful, and I hope they have to come up off a ton of cash, and I hope that it hurts their business. And dude, Fox is the worst, bro. Fox is the worst.
All right, so we could go. So last week I posted a little flashback. I tried to push this fucking flashback with Chad Daniels today on Instagram. It worked on TikTok, but Instagram crashed twice on me, so I don't even know if it's there. So one when he's talking about Mitch Hedberg.
Okay.
But so I posted the Dr. Doom versus Darth Vader last week.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
And I mean, Instagram did all right, but man, TikTok, the dorks came out and they
Oh,
they
really?
let out their comments, man.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
let's hear
So
what they had to say.
Here we go. So we have so someone said Doom absolutely destroys Vader. That's what Evil Bean Rat King said.
Evil Bean Rat King. That's right.
Yeah. J Kits 19 said the power scaling is imbalanced here. Doom has accumulated more power over time and is sensed as constrained by real science. Okay, I don't know. Dr. Doom would laugh at Vader and walk back in his castle. It's like a dorky thing, like, nah, a cocky evil villain.
he's
You're
basically
not even a challenge.
He's basically dismissing Vader and saying,
yeah,
go fight somebody else. This is not
someone else.
Not worth my time.
Chillin' Nation said Dr. Doom all the way. See, this is funny too when you comic dorks try and get all hard in your comments. This Bob the Ackleton says, yeah, Doom in the comics is that guy. LMAO.
Yes.
It's a dorks, dude. Now, this is the only one I liked. And this is kind of my point.
Why?
I'm not just talking about some fucking battle. I'm talking about historically, you guys, culturally, no one in the movies, Darth Vader is the dopest thing ever. All right.
You never
Dr.
threw
Doom
out culture.
looks
You
fucking
never threw
terrible.
out culturally.
All I said, who's a better villain? You can
yes, that's all you said. Who's a better
want.
villain? And
it is fucking Darth Vader by
no,
a
it's
long
not.
shot.
You just said culturally. Of course, culturally, because Darth Vader is on the big screen. This is what
someone put. This is the only one I liked. I love Mike's TikToks, but this honestly, I mean, their grammar is horrible with the young generation, by the way.
They can't spell for Jack.
They can't spell for shit. And they think all these busted up thing is right. Oh, you're so fucking
They have
stupid.
no fine motor skills. They
don't proofread. Fucking morons proofread.
They can't spell. They don't proofread. They have no fine motor skills. They can't write in cursive, and make it even worse, they can't read cursive. Right? Like, if you write in cursive, they're like, I don't know what that shit says. Like, really? Dude.
Generation Z, something different.
Dude, it's terrible. No fine motor skills. all the texting, they don't know how to spell shit. I saw somebody write like the other day with L-I-K. I was like, you got to be shitting me. Really? You don't put the E on the end? But, okay, go ahead.
So this honestly, a heated answer. On film, it's Vader, but in comics, it's Doom. Okay, that's fine, but that's two different genres. I mean, because Vader's not really, he's in comics now, but it's not. Well, he didn't originate in comics, and Doom didn't originate in movies. So,
well, yeah, no, that's why I just said if you're talking culturally, yeah, of course, because Vader's been on the big screen, right? People have seen him, so he's going to have a way bigger cultural impact. But Doom in the comic books has been, like the guy said, that guy, right? And so unless you go seek out those books and read them, or you're in that world, you won't know. But when it just comes down to sheer power, hey, dude, Doom is that guy.
so
Doom
stupid,
is
dude.
Doom is
So
crazy.
dumb, dude.
Doom is crazy. So I'm glad to hear that people. So you had no one
people
really,
love the Marvel shit.
No one chose Vader. No one chose Vader.
Well, let me see. Maybe the older folk.
Everything you just read said.
Yeah, no, it was all. Well, the one guy, he's like, no, in the movies.
But even then, he didn't necessarily choose Vader. He just said in the movies, Vader. In the comic books, Doom. So he's Switzerland in this case.
A lot of people like to talk about another one is the it's funny. I can see why they make all these damn Marvel movies though.
Yeah.
Because the kids love their comics. But another one that did pretty well, and it did really well on the Instagram was the worst superheroes we go through. And a lot of people were educating us on where they came from.
Okay.
So I guess the leather guy,
mm-hmm.
and I said he was the Great Lakes superheroes, and this guy wrote back, told Greg Jones wanted more information. Please expound. And this guy said the Great Lakes Avengers are a joke team. They're all intentionally terrible. But then is this a joke? It's played for laughs, like Deadpool and She-Hulk.
Wait, She-Hulk?
Yeah,
She-Hulk is played for laughs?
I don't know. I guess.
No, Deadpool for sure. Oh, well, no, okay. I get it. She-Hulk, it is funny. Like the show, there's comedy built into the show, right? So I guess he's trying to say that the storylines, like Deadpool is, he's a merc, but he's very comedic and he's witty and he has, one-liners. And She-Hulk is, is good, but also it's comedic. So I get what he's saying.
Here's some comments from Winn-Dixie. Remember the Winn-Dixie?
Yeah.
So I put that up. And one guy was like, Champ, a hippie, said, never thought about it, but yeah, that's fucked. But then Black Yada wrote,
that's a white
it's
guy,
a grocery store. Get over it.
That's a white guy. That's a white guy who came up with a black. He wanted to put a black in it so he can get away with saying dumb shit. It's a grocery store. Yeah, right. Winn-Dixie, you got to be out of your mind. It's so blatant. Like it's so obvious that you can't see it.
For Kyrie Irving. Yeah, I don't know, dude. 2024 election will be stolen. Yeah, Black Yada seems a little crazy.
Yeah, Black Yada. It's these people who create these. They create these profiles with like a black profile picture and then a quote unquote black name of some sort, and then they just say the most dumb racist shit ever. Right.
My response, I had to respond. He said, it's a grocery store. Get over it. And I wrote, get over slavery.
Yeah, exactly. Get over the Confederacy. Get over people dying so they can keep their slaves. Right. Get over people being killed because they wanted to free slaves. Like, come on, man. That's just dumb. It's a grocery store. Or how about this? Go read a book, bro. Go learn something about history, right? And then you'll understand that all these things are not so simple, right? There's always more to it than what you see.
Right. And there's just no need for it.
Yeah, exactly. It's no need. Look, the fact that they got away with Winn-Dixie in the South for as long as they did.
Well, people were saying, so then that was the thing too. It was like two people whose names who bought it, and that's how it came up, and blah blah blah. But it's like we can still change the name and figure out what the hell it means.
Well, I want to hear what the first name. The first name was Dixie Wynn, right?
Yeah, here, let me see. So I could find out. They left some comments here. Let's see. Really, the name Winn-Dixie came from Winn and Lovett's 1955 purchase of 117 Dixie Home Stores. And then someone else said the store was actually Winn and Lovett's that merged with Dixie Home in the 50s. The owner was from Idaho.
Okay. But he was still smart enough to have a grocery store in the South named Winn-Dixie. You didn't find Winn-Dixie.
It's still the
Exactly.
point.
You didn't have the grocery store. You didn't put that shit in New York, right? You didn't bring it out to the West Coast. No, because it wouldn't have flown. It
And where do you
flew in
think
the
the
South.
Dixie part came from? You know, what did they
Exactly.
think?
Exactly. So history's mystery about who it is. He knew what he was doing. He kept that shit in the South. And I used to go,
Right.
my mom and I used to go. I remember walking through Winn-Dixie as a kid, buying groceries and doing the whole thing. It's like, dude, it's just, even now thinking about it, I'm like, ugh. It's like just, it's just racism, bro. It's like subtle racism, direct racism, obvious
Subliminal,
racism. Yeah, subliminal. It's just a way of keeping people down. Look, the South has more black people than any other place in the country, and all those states are red.
Oh, it's
right?
crazy. Mississippi today came out with a thing. They're trying to be the first to have this little part of Jackson, Mississippi, where you can't elect judges and stuff and whatever. And they're going to be appointed by the Republican Congress who's in charge. And the black population of Jackson is like 80% black. And it's like, you can't just not elect these people, that you just appoint them. That's like bringing back Jim Crow.
That's taking away the power of the vote, their ability to vote and make decisions for themselves, right? And then but I mean, Mississippi is the poorest city in the poorest state in the union. To be all honest with you, if we got rid of Mississippi, I wouldn't blink an eye. If we just fucking carpet bomb that shit and it became a hole. Now we get everybody a chance to get out and leave, right? The smart ones. The rest of them can fall down the fucking hole. Dude, I'm on some mean shit today. Straight up. Excuse me, podcast listeners. I apologize for my venom. Okay.
Dilbert fucked you up.
Yo, straight up. I got family in Mississippi too. So I forewarn you.
You better tell them to get out now.
Leave. Yeah, leave. Like Mississippi is like, I swear, sometimes going back to the South, man, is like going back in time, bro. It is. It's like going back in time. Going to Mississippi is like going back to the 1800s.
I told you was it Mississippi? I think it was Mississippi. We were driving to New Orleans, first time going to Mardi Gras. I went with my buddies and we stopped. Oh, I went with Monad and Joe, racist Joe, before he was more open-minded then. What's that?
He was more open-minded, yeah. Until it's always a woman. The girl he likes likes a black guy. I hate black people.
We were driving down and we were trying to pay gas at the gas station, and for some reason he had a $2 bill. Someone had a $2 bill in front of him, and the lady wouldn't take it. She's like, "That's not real money," and he's like, "No, that's real."
She's like, it ain't. She's like, it's supposed to say Confederacy on it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What is this?
I mean, hold up though. Do you know how crazy you got to be to try to peddle off, the idea of a fake? It's one thing to peddle off a fake $1, $5, $10, $20 bill, because that means you're actually trying to fool somebody. She looked at a $2 bill like it was Monopoly money, right? Like you just came in here with some tenders that ain't even really real.
Yeah.
Right. Like, come on, man. I got a $2. I keep a $2 bill in my wallet. I have one, just in case I need to fuck somebody up in the South. In Mississippi, like, you ever see one of these? What? Are you from the future? That's not real. Yeah, man. Mississippi is, I don't think anybody has ever said anything good about Mississippi.
I like the flowers. I remember driving down there for Mardi Gras. What was those flowers? They have tons of flowers. Magnolias. Yeah, they got a lot of those. Those are pretty.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Mississippi got magnolia flowers. When I was growing up, you know how we used to spell Mississippi?
RACIST.
Zing. Yes. We spelled Mississippi, and it's gonna be some southern shit for you. M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I.
What the fuck does that mean?
M-I, S's are crooked letters, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. Mississippi. Yes.
Why you just call them S's instead of crooked letters?
Hey man, that's how I learned it. M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. Even to this day, that's how I know how to spell Mississippi. Okay. It's the same way I know how to spell baloney. Only reason I know how to spell baloney, and I hope you don't have to pay for this, because
Is
luckily
it
we
double
don't.
hump?
No. Baloney. My baloney has a first name, it's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name, it's M-A-Y-E-R. Oh, I love to eat it every day. And if you ask me, well, I'll say Oscar Mayer has a way with B-O-L-O-G-N-A. That's the only way I know how to spell
Oh,
baloney.
I was waiting for the B-O-L-G-N-A.
B-O-L-O-G-N-A, baloney. That's the only way I know how to spell it. And so Mississippi, M-I, crooked letter I.
I've never, so that's a Southern thing?
It's a Southern thing. At
Like,
least
we don't
that's the only,
even
that's
do
where I
the,
learned it.
we don't do the letters, we do descriptions of the letters.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, you mean S's are crooked letters? Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's all crooked. It's got curves in it.
Yeah.
Wait, so what's the P? The P is a humpback.
Yeah.
It's an I with a humpback on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised it's not like M, beheaded letter, crooked letter.
You know how you spell M? E E-M-M. So, dude, yeah, man. Look, I grew up in the South, and there are some parts about it that I actually really love. You know, I love the people that I grew up with, right? I loved the food, right? I love the fact that people are really courteous. There's a lot of, there's a lot of manners. I really enjoyed that. But there are just some parts of the South, dude, that are entrenched and will not change. And I'm talking about, the ideas that it's us against them. It's still segregation. They just took the signs down. I have friends back home that don't have any white friends, right? And then I have some white friends that, me and the people they went to school with are their only black friends, right? Like there's just really there's no mingling, right? There's no.
Yeah, and that's what's really important, I think, the most in ever getting true understanding.
Right.
Is you just have to be amongst each other.
You got to be around each other, man. You got to spend time together, and not in the capacity of like in a sporting event or even just school, but it's like, it's got to be like you go to work, you work with each other, and then you go to lunch with each other. You sit across and you break bread and you talk to each other. Like that's really what it is, man. Right. And then we got to get rid of all these ideas about superiority and inferiority. Oh man, I can't even do it.
No, you're right though, Reg. You're right.
Yeah. No, it's just I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like I look around the world and I'm looking at all these young people. Look, right now.
Like, who's these idiots still teaching this ignorance? It's like, come on, you guys. 20 years ago, I learned this wrong. 30 years,
Exactly. Dude, the world is changing so much, right? Like, and I'm sure whoever's listening to this and wherever you are, I'm sure that there are people stealing catalytic converters. There are people breaking into cars in broad daylight. There are people robbing each other on the streets in broad daylight. Remember when doing a crime was done at night in a dark alley? Like, you knew where you didn't have to go, right? You kind of walk down the street and you go, well, that alley's too dark. Ain't enough light down there. Something could happen. And you can keep walking and be safe. Not now. Like now, it's like you walk out your door in broad daylight and it's like, hey, give me the thing. It's like, dude, yeah. Look, I liked it better when when criminals were scared, right? And only did their crimes at night. Like, geez. Now
they're getting bolder now.
They're so bold. They don't even care. They don't even care.
That's what make them criminals, I guess.
Yeah. Well, no, in Oakland, they passed some laws where it's like they wanted to reduce the amount of incarcerated young people, right? So now they basically, there's no consequences. Like these kids get caught and they go to juvie for a day and then they're let out. And so they go right back to it. So there's no fear of consequences at all on any level. So they're like, yeah, I'll do whatever. That's why they're not worried about getting caught. I get caught. Yeah, I'll go to the place for the night, get a good night's rest, get out. I'll go do it again tomorrow. Right. So now we start incorporating some, not capital punishment, but you incorporate some Middle Eastern shit where it's like All I
Like
want to see,
Castration Nation, you know.
castration. All I want to see is the hand that you took it with. No, no. Hey, when your boy show up like this, he's like, "Hey man, they got me, bro." When he show up like this, he's like, "Damn, they took your hand off." They ain't taking nothing else because you don't get no more after this. You show up like this, you can't take nothing else. I'm just saying you ain't got to do everybody, but I think you get a good handful of them. Send them back to the hood. Missing the hand, bro. Oh, you think you won't go to class? You're like, man, I'm about to read this book. They taking hands. I took
Reggie, how
radio.
you
They
supposed
taking
to open a
hands.
book like this with one hand?
Exactly. You can't even pretend to open up the book. It's like, oh shit, man, I can't even show that.
Reggie
Yeah.
Steele, ladies and gentlemen, trying to bring back capital punishment.
I don't want to kill anybody. You got to live. You got to live. So you
Just
can know.
maim.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We may have to. Maybe I will start small. Maybe we just take a finger, right? Like take a pinky and then work our way across. Like, man, they got me, bro, but I'm still good. I'm still okay. Oh, man, I'm tripping, man. I gotta figure this shit out. Come back like this. Oh, damn.
Oh, all right, Reg. You got
Yeah.
anything to wrap up here? I got some shows this week, Reg. Sacramento Punchline. I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Nice.
That should be fun.
Who are you with?
Esther Steinberg, Jewish woman from New York.
Okay. Are you ready?
We'll be fine. Yeah. I'll be fine. The next month though, I'll be headlining the Punchline April 4th in San Francisco. That I have to get really more dialed in because you're never satisfied with like at 25 minutes. That is nothing compared to like a 45. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's just it's not even the jokes. It's more of the keeping the keep it going. You know what I mean? Keep that energy up.
Right. Wait, are you here for the whole week or are you just coming up for the one night?
Yeah, the whole week, but
first
night I'll be headlining.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be there. I'll be in the building.
My man.
Yes,
in
sir.
the building, son.
I'll be in the building, sitting in the back with a notebook like, okay. All right. That's good, Sal. I like that one. That's good. No, I mean, this is the thing about headlining. And obviously now I haven't done it for a while, but it's not necessarily like I got it from Dave, man. Listening to him, he's like, I don't have to be funny all the time. I just have to be interesting. Right. And the 45 is really just about sustaining your personality. Like going with the,
that's a
peaks
good
and the
way of putting
valleys.
it.
Yeah. It's sustaining your personality. And because you are who you are, right? It's not like you're putting on an act. You're not pretending to be, you don't have a character that you're pretending to be. So it's really just you being you on stage. So it's not even hard for you to sustain your personality, but it's just making sure that, for every little lull, which is, just a part of it, right? Is that you have that thing to come back up, right? Because it's really, because no show is like this, right? It doesn't do that. They go like this. It's peaks and valleys, right?
Right.
Yeah, and so it's just riding that wave, bro. So you'll be fine. I'm excited about.
We'll be good. I've been trying some. I want to try some newer stuff. It's hard though, like when or where or how. But like, we'll see. I got some my brother dying of cancer jokes we might try out this week.
All right, well,
you never know, dude. You never know what you're gonna try.
Let's workshop one right now. Give me one of them. Hey, folks, you guys get to hear us workshop.
No.
Okay, well, okay, maybe not one that you're working on, but how about?
Well, here's something, and this is interesting. Okay, I'll tell you this, and this is I mean, you're making me do a fucking bit. This fucking guy. Well, it's funny because this is something I've been thinking of, and I've written it, and I've done it at a few mics, and we'll see. It's still. I did when I headlined Oregon. I don't think I did. I didn't do it. I probably should have, but it wasn't there yet. I didn't really have it written enough.
Okay. So wait, before you do the joke, just tell me what the story is. What happened?
Well, it was funny. I went with Marcus to the Clippers game, and I told Marcus about my brother dying, and Marcus said the same thing everybody says. So I said, whenever you tell someone, brother died from cancer, first thing they ask is, did he smoke? Did he drink? Was he a smoker? Was he a drinker? But you went smoke or drink?
No, you got to tell them what type of cancer, right? Because you say my brother died from lung cancer. or liver cancer?
No,
Or
this was esophagus, but I don't even say it.
Oh,
I just say
esophagus.
cancer. You just
Wait,
say
hold on.
cancer.
wait. Let me get this straight before we go into this. You tell people, yeah, man, my brother died of cancer, and the first thing they say is, did he smoke? Did he drink? No one says, oh man,
Well,
I'm
they'll
sorry for
say
your
they'll
loss.
say, "Oh, I'm sorry," but then they go, "Do you smoke? Do you drink?"
I'm like, that's some selfish shit.
And well, I go, I get it, because we're all
Yeah.
looking out for ourselves. So we're trying to, and I'm like, you start doing that morality math, right? You're like, all right, I only smoke when I drink, divided by the 2-week bender, carry the bong hit. I'm in the clear, right? So, and that's that's the joke, but it's true, man. And then I'm like, nah, he didn't drink or smoke. Shit just happens, and that's it. That's the end of that part.
Well,
And then
you
I
gotta,
go on to others, but I'm gonna be
yeah.
honest. Oh, shit just happens. That's all I got. I don't know what to say. to
Well,
you.
let's be honest. Where did he live? He lived in Ohio, right?
Yeah,
Right? He
you
lived
don't
in
know. It could be from anything. It could be from genetics. It could be
no
from he was in
pollution.
Iraq during
It's
the Desert
dude,
Storm.
it's like
It
people
could
who
be
live in
from
areas.
ulcers. It's like down in the stomach area. So
No,
who knows,
absolutely,
man?
absolutely. I mean, it can. There's a lot of things, but
But see, man, I do the joke, and now you ruin it with all your scientific research afterwards. And it's
well,
like,
I'm
just look
sorry.
at the bit,
No, I think the joke is funny, but I'm just saying in general. No, you're
right?
right.
But you get
Okay,
when people do that, right? Like the people, that's a lot of times people do that because
yeah.
nobody, like, oh shit, I do this once in a while. I hope it don't catch me.
Oh, dude, look, I've had my buddy Kai Machida, R.I.P. to him. Kai died from head and neck cancer, September 2022. Got diagnosed in 2020. My boy PH died Easter 2021 from pancreatic cancer. Right. Another guy I knew named Martell Bland died from lung cancer.
Shit's a
Wasn't a
motherfucker. Why
smoker.
you were the most depressing podcast
I'm just
partner
saying that,
today?
no, but the point being is that people die from the thing, man, right? And
All the
so
time. It's
knowing,
yeah.
believe me, bro, I'm sitting up here like, and then I got a friend currently fighting, what started off as colon cancer, and now he's moved to different parts of his body. Hey, bro, when I say I'm so conscious of like everything right now, I'm like, I'm damn near about to walk around here with a oxygen mask on, just breathing fresh air and not eating anything processed. It's gonna be straight up vegetables. I'm like, anything that comes out of a box or a can, I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah,
If I
no,
didn't pick
dude.
it from the earth, I'm not eating none of that
I get
because I've
scared,
seen what it
man.
does.
I
I'm not
feel
trying to
you.
do that shit. So I
I
get it
feel
when
you.
people are like, did he drink? Did he smoke? What did he do? Did he do? It's like, oh shit, okay, I'm gonna do that.
All
Nobody wants
right,
that shit.
Reg, close us out, dude.
No, man, we can't leave on that. I can't
Well,
leave on that.
hey, what do you want? That's it.
Well, hold up though. Let me finish this though.
Racism, cancer, and Dilbert, and what else did we talk about?
Let me just say this.
Mississippi spellings.
I was gonna say, like, people who live in areas that have a lot of manufacturing, right? You may not smoke, but then the air, right? Like,
So you just guessing. You don't know, man.
I don't, but I'm just saying because Ohio has like
Oh,
manufacturing.
manufacturing, but dude, the pollution where I live right now is worse than anywhere in the country.
Okay, so you need to wear your mask up. Mask up is what I'm saying.
Every time I'm coughing, I think I got a cancer lump.
Oh, dude, no. You ain't got that. You good, bro. You good.
All
We
right,
have to.
Reg.
We got to say
You
this
got a
though.
guess for next week, Reg? What's going on?
Man, I have some ideas. I can reach
That
out to some
don't
people.
sound concrete, does it, everybody?
Well, I have a couple ideas. I was thinking about. There are 3 names that I'm thinking, and then there's a 4th name. Do you have a guest lined up for next week, Scott?
I didn't even do that one. Oh, you know what's funny? The stupid iTunes. This is the problem. iTunes will just play the next thing right afterwards. And I put silence in between them so it won't go right to it. But if I don't pause it afterwards, like right there,
then
so that was sorry to whoever's complaining about Liar that one got out. Yeah, fucking baby. I'm gonna find one that says baby.
No, it's just when you first got it, you're like a kid with a new toy. It was like
fun,
every 30 seconds. And there's like
a good voice. Does anyone know what it's from yet? Figure it out, people. It's not that hard.
It's not that hard. Hold up though, real quick before we go. You got to give props to watching LeBron James becomes the NBA all-time leading scorer. That joint was crazy.
That was like 2 weeks ago, Reg.
But we didn't talk about that. We didn't talk
See,
about
Dame Lillard got 71. Time my man Donovan Mitchell was 71.
Nice. Dame can light it up, man. I don't think
we'll
he's
see,
ever going to
man.
win a
I'm a little
championship.
worried. I got a friend. They don't. and my friend and my mom, they're like, oh, every time you talk about sports, though. But
Okay, all right, because they
but
don't follow it.
anyway,
That's fine.
I'm worried about the Cavs right now because they could beat the bad teams, but when it comes to the Sixers, Bucks, and Celtics, those are the three we got to worry about in the East.
Yeah, those are good teams, man. And you got to remember, dude, you got a lot of guys who are just coming. I mean, Donovan just got there, right?
Yeah, but
Was
he's
it
been
Evan Mobley
balling.
missed half? It's like it's
He's two.
chemistry, right?
It's only his second year, Mobley. But
Exactly.
hey,
And
man,
then Garland is still trying to figure out his groove because he didn't make the All-Star team this year, right?
none of them did except Mitchell. But
Okay.
Mitchell started.
Okay, so you know, I mean, there's just a lot of moving parts. You got to give it another year or so.
All right, buddy. Well, good times, and wrap it up.
All right, and please keep doing your brother cancer joke.
Pretty good, eh?
Don't let me. Hey, look, I'm sure he's happy about it. He's like, yo, that's good. It keeps him alive in a certain way. So absolutely. All right, man. Hey, folks. This wraps up another episode of Spitballin', right? Like, we hope you enjoyed it. We're all over the place today, but it's fun. I had a good time. Hope you did too. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe. We're gonna keep doing it. We hope you keep coming out. That's Sal Kalani, and I'm Reggie Steele, and this is Spitballin'. Peace.